The 533rd Training Squadron is where a lot of our initial space operators first get some of that training. So after they're done with basic training at Texas, they go to one of 3 different locations to do more of their specialized training. And so at the 533rd Training Squadron, our Guardians are going to train on space operations, cyber operations, or intel. And so you'll find they have different detachments, and I'll talk to those in a second. But here on Vandenberg, the main squadron of the 533rd provides that next level of training specific to becoming a satellite operator, a space operator in the United States Space Force. It's also here at Vandenberg in the 533rd that our officers and our enlisted Guardians have their very first professional interactions together in the service. So when you think about that for a second, that's a really exciting opportunity that the 533rd has to shape those professional interactions between both the officers and the enlisted for the very first time in their careers. The 533rd has detachments in Texas and at Keesler over in Mississippi. And so at Goodfellow Air Force Base in Texas, and I said Air Force Base, we work with our Air Force partners there who do intelligence training. So this is that next level of tech training. So some of our Guardians, when they finish basic training or first enter the service as officers, instead of going to do satellite or space operations training at Vandenberg, they'll go to Goodfellow Air Force Base in Texas, where they sit side by side with their Air Force counterparts and learn how to do intelligence operations. We have a detachment down there whose sole purpose is to make sure that that technical training is also infused with the right level of space-mindedness to help our Guardians who are going through there get ready for joining an intelligence unit within the United States Space Force. Same goes for what's happening at Keesler Air Force Base in Mississippi. So again, this is an Air Force base and an Air Force pipeline, but the Guardians join them there and perform cyberspace training. And again, we have that detachment there to make sure that as the Guardians are going through cyberspace training down at Keesler, they're also doing that through the lens of what we would expect a Space Force Guardian to do in the service. Once they complete all of that training now, they're ready to go to their first operational units. Those operational units are in Space Operations Command, a completely different field comm within the United States Space Force. And hopefully some of the future units that come talk to you will be from SPOC, or Space Operations Command.